Shoot this at -1. I got the light sources going, so hopefully up close this looks fine. So I kind of cheated in this video. I'm reviewing this original point, they call it, by TheOne, who usually does clones, but recently they just gotten into making legitimate original designs, which is nice. Kind of cheated here, unboxed it because I didn't want to like worry about blurring my address and awkwardly unpackaging things. And I also switched out one of the hardwares. I kind of figured out which one sounded the best. It came, as always, they come with spare hardware and a really crappy kind of Torx bit driver thing. It almost looks like a usual hex bolt driver, and then a sheath. And I use a 6 and an 8 to maintain this thing or to take it apart. Really, it's just 8s. It's simple. There's just 4 screws, 2 for the ends, which I believe are just kind of weights and they hold the G10 scales on, and then two up here to hold the pivots, bushings, and washers. This thing is awesome. So I have the CYOZ, and I'm going to be getting the aliens also here. This thing is comparable to... I have not handled them, but it seems like it's very comparable to a Nautilus, Squid Trainer, and maybe even a Kraken. Krakens are obviously different because they're all aluminum, but this thing is so light. This thing is, I'll weigh it here too. I think it's 3.7 is what I was getting. Yeah, so 3.78. And then the length is in centimeters. Let's see. It is almost 25, so it's like 9.9, 9.85. And it sounds amazing. Like, there's other reviews that highlight how good this thing is. I kind of didn't believe them, but obviously I took them seriously because I ended up getting it, because I was going to originally get the Aliens Live Blade version, but yeah. This thing sounds good. I'll shut up and I'll give it a test here. Has a little bit of play. I mean, a little bit of tap and very, very little play. Do the ideal setup here. There you go, but... Damn it. Okay. Well... Yeah, so... Okay. So why this thing is awesome is the blocky design of it. I was worried that it was gonna be uncomfortable to fan and do certain moves on, but obviously it would give you a lot of control on rollovers and torquing, like things like under fans and things like that, and backhand fans and all that. Yeah, but honestly, it's been nothing but a pleasure to use. And it's responded in a way to where, very predictable way. Aerials are good. It's a little bit light to be extremely predictable on aerials, but otherwise it's amazing. Rollovers are incredible. Even things like fan rollovers. Choker fans are awesome, which is another thing I was worried about. It's just great. I have nothing bad to say about it, except for maybe people could think that it's a bit chunky. The handles are a bit wide, but I like it now. Maybe one day I'll decide to sand these down. But since I got the bushings to be almost to where they have perfect tolerances, the sound is just nice. So that's that. I'm gonna always when I do these things, I'll give an update. I'll give a tuning update when I get it down to perfect tolerances, if that's possible. These are oversized, so I could just sand them down if I wanted to. I oiled up one of the joints with the heavy oil, and then the other one I used Hops 9, so they have different sounds. You can kind of hear it. This one's more trebly. You kind of can't hear it now, but maybe it wore off. But this one's more bassy because it's thicker. But yeah, I'll give an update in a couple months to see how it holds up. I'll flip it outside and drop it a few times, even though I don't want to do that. But, you know, I need to see how this thing holds up. The G10, I imagine, is going to hold up really nicely because it looks like it's quality made. And so far, this is my favorite Balisong I own trainer. More than the CYOZ, more than any other clones I have. It's just nice to see that the one is like getting into like legitimate, you know, designs and stuff like that. So yeah, subscribe if you're not already. Stick tuned. I'm trying to upload consistently now, at least one video a week. At the bare minimum, 1.5 weeks I'll go without uploading, but trying to get better about. In the past, I kind of went on hiatus, stuff like that. I'm not gonna do that anymore. I'm gonna try and treat this channel with some respect and stuff like that, and try and make good quality, meaningful videos. I have a pretty good lighting setup here. I'll be doing more production value stuff, taking things outside and getting other people's opinions and things like that, getting better equipment, all that. So yeah, I'll give the update on this in a little bit. I'll tune it up and see if I can get it even more perfect. I've seen a couple other channels where they've gotten it to where it sounds like beautiful, like almost like a replicant, so see if I can do that.